fellow aviators. For all intents and purposes, my name is Cube Steak, artist of the mixed media variety, and today we're talking about the DJI Tello, a drone supposedly designed for the beginner, an introduction to the world of enthusiast RC pilots and peeping toms. But does it live up to its name as the best budget droning experience? Today I will lend you my experiences with this device in hopes that this will help you draw a conclusion on which option is best for you. My experience with the DJI Tello is marred with a lot of highs and a lot of lows. When it worked, it was a dream. When it didn't, it was disappointing to say the least. Let me break it down for you. Out of the box, you have the drone, a few spare propeller blades, a USB cable for charging, and a small booklet that contains 2 QR codes for the actual manual and application needed to operate the drone. Why do I feel like I'm the only one who's bugged by this new generation of RC devices that require you to use your cell phone? I remember a time back in my day, like in 2010 or so, when you could bring stuff home from, say, Toys R Us, throw in some batteries, and you were off to the races. But now you need internet, a reliable Wi-Fi connection, and patience as you deal with all the bugs and errors that arise when trying to sync software with complex hardware. But I digress. Once you're ready to fly, you've downloaded the app and found a relatively clear space to launch your little buddy. This is where the fun part starts, right? Oh yes, this is where the fun part starts. Much of my fun time was spent troubleshooting errors that made it impossible to get my Tello off the ground. Error 203, the battery overheating error, and Wi-Fi connectivity problems all plagued my experience. Problems that supposedly could be resolved by pulling out the battery, waiting 15 to 20 minutes, and putting it back in. This was a solution I found in DJI's forums, but these issues proved to be reoccurring problems that haunted my entire experience with this unit. I frequently entered a merry-go-round of powering off, powering on, disconnecting, reconnecting, and most trying of all, waiting for the unit to cool, waiting for the unit to charge, waiting for the unit to reset, and by the time I got it up and running, the screen was black because the battery was dead. That's the other thing that irked me about this unit. A 1.5 hour charge time for 15 minutes of play? To me, that's on par with Disneyland wait times. If I were you, I'd get some extra batteries so you can extend your playtime. But let this review not be marred by the troubles alone. I can say that once things got going and I was cleared by the FAA for low altitude shenanigans, my Tello buddy pulled through and turned out to be some of the most fun I've had with the RC device in a while. One thing I loved about this drone was its durability. I started indoors. The day it was delivered, I tore open my Tello like a kid on Christmas, and when I finally got to work, I flew that sucker into walls, ceilings, lighting equipment, and anything else that dared tread across my path. Not purposefully, of course, but the Tello took it like a champ. The worst experience being that the blades would sometimes pop off, but fixing them was as easy as pressing them back into place. If this unit will be used by first-timers or children, you shouldn't have to worry about busting this thing up too bad. The controls for my little Tello were very responsive, almost a little bit too much so. It'd be great if you could dial down the sensitivity of the controls, but being it the nature of a digital interface, you don't get the more minute inputs that you could get with an analog controller. The camera was decent for stills and 720p video. The latency of the video feedback on your cell phone is fairly low, but I wouldn't be entering any drone racing competitions with it anytime soon. Occasionally the image freezes and skips, but as long as you're not intending to film a Hollywood blockbuster, you'll find the recordings to be suitable for showing your friends, family, and fire marshals how high you got your Tello before getting it stuck in a tree or up on your neighbor's roof. The drone comes with 6 different modes that spice up your flying experience, really a way for the developers to show off some of the device's features. It can hover from being thrown, do flips, record aerial shots, and bounce happily along its merry way. I'd have to agree with some other reviews I've seen though. This is a toy, not a professional device. I believe it is meant to be enjoyed at the park on a still, sunny day in short intervals. If you have a few extra batteries and some patience, this unit meets its criteria in its range of wallet-friendly drones. Maybe with a little bit of a price cut considering all the problems that I had. I personally could see this unit going for maybe $60 or $70 if you wanted to get real crazy. But seriously, let me know in the comments if you guys had the same problems I had with this unit. Maybe I just got a bad one. If that is the case, then I can say without a doubt that a fully functioning Tello is the perfect budget device to get your feet wet in the world of drones. But with the problems that I had, I just can't give it that fantastic feedback. I would keep searching. I feel like it's important to note that mine actually did stop working, so I will be sending it back. But if you guys could let me know your experiences with the Tello, maybe it wasn't as bad as mine. Let me know in the comments what you experienced with your Tello. With that said and done, I'd like to thank you all so very much for watching. Don't think I haven't noticed all the support on my channel and comments on my Don't Believe the Hype series of videos. I have to do better with responding to comments to show my thanks, but I think you all know that it really makes my day when I see someone comment that they laughed, smiled, or found my videos helpful in any way. In my next gaming video, I will talk about the state of this channel and give a more in-depth analysis as to what my channel is about and what type of creator I am. But in the meantime, I want to wish you all well and Godspeed your return.